flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Number 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. We'll check on his status when we get back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Number 48.
But instead, 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 3 buds.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
From the gun, Peterson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going quickly out to the right side. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete to
Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
Point is good.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Here's Peterson on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 3rd down, Peterson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the check.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Flush to his right. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Check 26. Watch the seat.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
He was brought down.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike, 57.
Hey, what's the ball?
Throwing again, Murray. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Cardinals 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's second and inches.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They run. Chubb.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On the carry, it's Logan. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Cardinals 7. Jason Myers.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Peterson off the play fake. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down.
Second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Peterson, off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peterson. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Peterson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun, Peterson. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Cardinals 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football, that makes big plays, and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
For the Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The 25-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray hook it up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Third down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 51. Better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check 9, check 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. We don't want this.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that.
Bozo.